Good morning and welcome back to another Cooking with Wendy May, and it is a sub-webisode of the Jen and Wen show that Jennifer and I have been putting together. And so today you see me in the kitchen as opposed to seeing Jen out on the farm. And today I'm hungry, so decided I'd turn on the camera and I'd go ahead and make one of my sliced ham and cheese pickle fritters. Someone always says, Wendy, you're using a tortilla shell, you're not using a fritter. But I like the name of fritter. I think it's kind of cool. So anyway, I have my entourage ready to go today because as I'm learning more, I'm actually putting together my spread before I start cooking, and that way it doesn't take as long. So immediately I'm going to put on my apron because I am just such a slob in the kitchen. and I've got a darker one here because, you know, everything shows up on the darker one. So anyway, I'm going to use this one today, and then I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands because you should always wash your hands. And so that's what I'm doing. And it wasn't the full 20 seconds, but it'll work. I'm the only one eating this. Oh, I don't know if I got my hair all the way out. Oop, there we go. If you play with your hair, guess what you have to do? Yes, go ahead. And this time, I will use some soap. Alright, so not that I'm a germaphobe or anything like that. It's just good practice to keep the germs down while you're cooking. Anyway, I got a lot to do in a short period of time, and you know what? I forgot to pull the eggs out of the fridge. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. We're going to cut, and I'm going to get the eggs, and then we'll be back, and we'll go from there. All right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got my butter. I've already cut this piece up, so I'm just going to put it in there and put it on about 4. Remember, I have a gas stove, so it's a little different than an electric stove. And people say, well, it doesn't heat evenly all the way around. But you know what? After using one for the past 30 years, I kind of grown used to my stove, and every cook in their kitchen understands their stove. And if you don't, take some time to learn it. Okay. So we've got that going. I've actually got my egg cookie cutter here to put in. But before I do the egg, I'm actually going to brown up my tortilla. Okay? And that's just the one side, so I can place it down so that it's already kind of crispy when I go to put my ham and cheese on it. Alright. Back in a minute. So I got my egg now, and we're going to take a look at that in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and use my butter here to maneuver it around, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my tortilla down. Now, one of the things that I really love is that when I'm at the store or the deli asking for the ham or the corned beef or the salami, they always ask if the ends are okay, and I'm appreciative that they do, because sometimes these get thrown away when they get down so far. So one of the cool things I found is that usually, like the end of the ham here, look, it's kind of in a neat flower shape. Now, who would imagine that? And we're always told that if it looks good, then it'll taste good, right? I don't know about that. But these are really cool, and it saves them from going into a compost heap somewhere. So I really love those. And now as I see, notice I have my tongs here today. I tried to flip it with my fingers once. You only do that once. And so, see, it's looking brown. It's really cool. All right. So one of the things, I'll throw it down there, and I'm going to throw my ham in. And then with my grater, I always go ahead and put the cheese in there. Now, this is preliminary, okay? This isn't a step that you normally have to do. Sometimes you put that on your fritter, but a lot of times the heat doesn't come through, and so it doesn't brown up nice. So let me grab a spatula here, and I'm going to turn the heat down to 2 now, and I'm going to throw that on there and give that a chance to cool down a little bit, but I'm going to actually keep the heat in by putting that over top, and that'll help melt the cheese. Alrighty, let's see where we are now. Oh, we need another thing of butter here, and we're going to put that in, and we're going to, we'll put that, take our egg. Now, one of the things that I've seen people do is they'll actually crack the egg on the side of their pan, and I don't necessarily subscribe to that, because then you get it dripping down, and then it heats up and it burns on there. Yuck. And so one of the things that I've taken to, and this is something I learned from my spousal unit, is the knife that you're using that day, just kind of crack it open that way. So, and that way I can get my thumbnails in around it and position it right inside of it. Now, I don't throw my eggshells into the garbage. We actually have a compost out in the backyard, and we put all the organic type of throwaways out there. Do the raccoons love it? Do the possums love it? The woodchucks don't. And I'm not sure about the chipmunks, but that's all we usually get. And if you're out, throw the compost out before it gets dark out, because usually there's a skunk or 2 out there. Anyway, that goes over into the compost. Okay, so while that's cooking up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and cut my cheddar in slices. I'm not going to grate these. And then cut my Munster cheese. I'm usually at the mercy of whatever's in the fridge, and that's what makes the show so interesting. So I'm going to cut those up, and then we're going to see where we're at here, and let's go ahead and cut around that, because I would like these over easy. Actually, it's just one, so I would like this. And flip it. And you get pretty good at that. The first couple times, I broke the yolk. But that's okay. They still taste good. And now while that's working its magic, I'm actually going to sprinkle some garlic on it. There we go. Whoa! And a little bit of Celtic sea salt. Just a pinch. Some people get carried away with that, and a little salt goes a long, long way. Especially for a person with high blood pressure. Okay, so let me take a look at that. It's looking yummy. Alright. And this is where I put this ready. And see, that's why I put the ham and cheese down first, is because now I can go ahead and slide this right on top. It looks yummy already. I'm going to turn my burner off. I'm going to actually put my cheese on. Put that down here for a minute and let that melt on there. And now I get to take my pickles out. Yay! Wouldn't be a pickle fritter without the pickle. So there we go. One little tiny pickle. Now some people like to make them into medallions, and some people like slices, and basically it's a matter of personal preference. Sometimes if you do the medallions, they fall off a little easier than if they were slices, but then other times the slices are too big to take a bite out of, and as you're taking a bite out, the whole slice comes out. I know, you've been there. So let's go ahead, and we're going to go medallions today. So make sure that I keep my fingers out of the way. I did that once too. Maybe twice. Because when it gets really down here, there we go. So that's enough for those. And put the top back on. And you know what? It's not heating up all the way that I like. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and put these on top. And I know, doesn't this look good so far? I know it does for me. I'm looking at it and I'm drooling. Okay, so I'm going to pop it in the microwave and then I'll be right back and we can taste test it. All right. And here we are. And so now this is my ham and cheese pickle fritter. Ham and cheese and egg pickle fritter, if you will. And it looks very tasty. I don't really go for a lot of condiments on it, if you will. I have the pickles. That'll give me enough taste. In the past, I've actually put spaghetti sauce on there. My spouse enjoys salsa on hers. And so, yes, this is good. And I have my chai, and we're all ready to go. Oh, I do have to mention that when I put it in the microwave, I put it in the microwave for 20 seconds. And I usually cover it with some sort of paper plate or something so that it doesn't spray out all over and keeps the heat going back in. So thank you for watching another webisode of Cooking with Wendy May. And it is a sub-series of the Jen and Wendy show that we have on our regular YouTube channel. So I'm going to take a bite of this and we'll sign off. It works. It works. So